Who would you say is more accomplished in the sport, Lamont Roach or Shakur Stevens? Lamont Roach or Shakur Stevens? Lamont Roach or Shakur Stevens? Who would you say is more accomplished in the sport, Lamont Roach or Shakur Stevens?
Accomplished in the sport? Which one? Shakur fan or something?
No, I said Lamont Roach or Shakur Stevens.
Why you keep bringing up Shakur? He's fighting mad fighters out here. I'm fighting Shakur. I'm fighting Lamont. You keep bringing up Shakur. You from New Jersey or something?
No, I'm from here, from DC.
Yeah, what's the fuck? That's probably why. I will fuck Shakur up and that nigga.
Now, this is not the first time Gervonta Davis has been presented with a question that he couldn't form a rebuttal for. This is how you leave Gervonta Davis in suspense. And the reason why he gets an attitude about it, because he understands what the interviewer was poking at. And that was simply, if you're saying all these people are unqualified to get into the ring with you, then please qualify fighting Lamont Roach. And he couldn't. That's why he immediately went into defense mode. It's not the first time an interviewer or a person has presented Gervonta Davis with a question that he could not form a rebuttal for. One of the first people that did this to Gervonta Tank Davis in front of the world was Errol Spence Jr.
Nigga, shut your ass up. I way too much, bro. You back it up with who? Who you back it up with? Yeah, you hear it, but you don't fight nobody, bro. You don't fight nobody.
And once again, he could not form a rebuttal. That means he cannot justify his reputation, or he could not justify the way he has been moving in boxing, because it doesn't match with the reasons why he doesn't want to fight the people that we want to see him fight. The people that we want to see him fight is always unqualified. Yet he's fighting people who are less qualified than the people that he's saying are not qualified. This is the story of Gervonta Tank Davis. And what provides a bridge for him to keep doing these things, you can only put that responsibility into the hands of the fans because they accept it. We all know Lamont Roach is not a sufficient fight for Gervonta Tank Davis at this stage of his career. Now, if you're fighting guys like this, saying that they're qualified or good enough to fight, when people like Shakur or even Devin Haney accomplishments exceeds the people that he's been fighting, it leads all us to analyze simply that Gervonta Tank Davis is full of shit. Now, he'll go on and say how he'll beat this person and he'll beat that person. This is how you know it's not true. This is how you know the majority of Gervonta Tank Davis' confidence is false. Because had they been as weak as he said that they are, you would see Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney in replacement of a Lamont Roach. But instead, that's not the case. Instead, we're getting a Lamont Roach, somebody who's not on the level of the people that he's saying does not qualify. So what does that all sum up at the end of the day? At the end of the day, Gervonta Tank Davis exposes through his own mouth that he's not living up to the expectations that the boxing fans would like him to achieve. So through his own admission, he admits that he's avoiding fighters that's more than qualified to get inside the ring with him. This is not debatable. This is not a back and forth. These are just facts. And if you challenge this fact, you would first have to challenge Gervonta Tank Davis why he can't produce a proper rebuttal or response to the questions that this interviewer or people like Errol Spence has asked him. Because if that was the case, he could produce a proper rebuttal. When Errol Spence says you don't fight anybody, he could start ringing off a list of fighters that are qualified enough for the boxing world to acknowledge are good, solid opponents. But instead, he stood in silence the same way he pretty much stood in silence when he asked them, well, what makes Lamont Roach qualified? He instantly goes into defense mode. And Psychology 101 will tell you that that's a sign of direct guilt. Okay? As soon as you're presented with a question that you cannot produce an answer, defense mode is the only thing left that you can jump to when you can't produce an answer.
What you on, Shakur fan or something?
No, I said Lamont Roach or Shakur Stevens.
Why you keep bringing up Shakur? He's fighting mad fighters out here. I'm fighting Shakur. I'm fighting Lamont. You keep bringing up Shakur.
So basically, in a nutshell, Gervonta Davis is all talk and no bite. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Vane, I'm out.